Welcome back to Cosmopolics Anonymous. I am your, excuse me, I am your favorite baby mama bougie vintage, and today's video is a story time. Yes, I think I promised you guys that I would do one every weekend. So if you're on my Instagram live, you know what I'm talking about. If you're not on Instagram live, well, get your life. And you guys said story time, so I was like, okay, I'll give you guys one for the weekend. And it's Friday. Well, is it Friday yet? It's 10:45 on Thursday, so I figured if I film now, I could get it, you know? Anyway, this is a short story, but it is a time a random man in the grocery store bought my groceries for me because I guess he thought I was pretty. So I tried to take and it worked, and here we are. This actually happened while Shooter and me were in a relationship. So one day when we lived in Melbourne, I decided that I needed to go to the grocery store to either get, I think I was getting groceries for that day. So I was getting like stuff for dinner for that night. So when you walk into the no frills, the first section is the produce and like the vegetables and stuff. And so vegetables are produce. I was in that section and I picked up the vegetables that I needed, and then I head over to the next aisle, and I think that's where I met the guy. And so he was this tall, skinny, light-skinned man, and he had like bluish greenish eyes. Woo. He had bluish greenish eyes, and he was handsome, but like I was married, honey. I said I don't need no man. I was married. So anyway, the guy was beside me in the aisle, and he was picking up something close where I was picking up. I don't remember what's in that first aisle, but he was picking up something similar to what I needed, and so he kind of reached for it and asked me if I needed it because I'm small as hell, but I didn't need his help. And I was like, I got it, thanks. And then he told me that I was really pretty, and I was like, oh, thanks. And so from there, I was just trying to move on. I wasn't trying to have no casual conversation with this man, but he wasn't letting up. And so he's like, what's your name? And I was just like, I have to go. Like, I wasn't trying to give him my name. So I didn't give him my name. I didn't give him a fake name. I just kind of smiled and kept it pushing. And he's like, I'll see you in the next aisle. Oh my gosh, I'm dying to myself because I'm just like, this guy is extra AF. Like, what do you mean you'll see me in the next damn aisle? I was like kind of side-eyeing, and I was like, yeah. And so I just giggled and I just walked off. And so he was very persistent, but he wasn't joking. Oh my god. It's clearly bedtime. He was not joking. He was dead ass he was dead ass serious. He was really gonna stalk me in the grocery store. He's talking about see you in the next aisle. So I do go into the next aisle and I pick up what I need from that. I pick up what I need from that aisle, and lo and behold, he follows me into that next aisle. And at this point, it was like he was putting whatever I had in my grocery, I had a basket, I didn't have a cart. Whatever I put in my cart, or my basket, sorry, he would put in his basket as well. So he was like trying to make the same damn dinner I was making. I was like, when I noticed what he was doing, I was like, do you need that? Like, why are you picking up what I'm picking up? And I'm just like, you literally have everything that I have in my basket, you have it in yours. And so he said, well, I want to make whatever you're making so that you'll come over to my house. And I was just like, excuse me, sir, I don't know you, so I wouldn't be going to your house, but okay. Holy fuck. I didn't say you're making me uncomfortable because he wasn't really making me uncomfortable. I found it humorous what he was doing. I thought it was funny that he was being so persistent, but like I said, I was a married woman, okay? So I was just like brushing him off and continuing to do my grocery shop. But once again, he ended up in the next aisle with me. And so at this point, I was just like, what do you want from me, sir? How can I help you today? I can't even believe I'm this tired, like it's stupid. I was like, what do you want? Like, how can I help you? I was trying to be really nice because, you know, I ain't trying to offend nobody in the grocery store and they stab me or something. Honey. Whenever men try to talk to me, I'm always really nice to them because you just never know. But he didn't strike me as a psychotic person, you know. He was just cool, I guess. So we're in another aisle now, and he's still trying to have small talk with me, and I'm trying to give him like one-word answers because I don't want to be that rude where I'm just like blatantly ignoring him. Lord, give me strength. I wasn't trying to be one-wordy with him. I wasn't trying to like ignore him completely, so I would just give him kind of one-word answers just to let him know that I'm not really interested. I wasn't really married at the time. I didn't have any rings on my finger but the ones on this hand, so it was just like I couldn't really say, hey, I'm married. When you tell guys you have a boyfriend, they don't care these days. This might as well be called story time. I'm yawning. Like, seriously. Yeah, when you tell guys you have a boyfriend, especially in Malvern, girl, they don't care. They'll be like, so I can't be your friend? Like, in Toronto, especially in the East End, that's how it goes. If you tell a guy you have a boyfriend, they'll be like, so we can't be friends? So you're not allowed to have friends? Your boyfriend doesn't let you have friends? All kinds of foolishness. And you're just like, no, he does it. So I didn't even try to pull that line because I already knew what the rebuttal was gonna be. They're quick with it, okay? They're real quick with it. Look, I'm just trying to finish my grocery shopping and head home. So what can I do for you? Like, how can I help you? What's gonna make you stop following me in every aisle? And he's like, you have to give me your number. And I was like, I cannot. I can't give you my number, sir. I'm sorry. I don't give my numbers to strangers. He's like, okay, well, I'll give you mine. And I was like, no, I'm in a relationship. Like, I can't take your number. I have somebody at home. Like, you know, I live with him. Like, this is too much, okay? Should I just try to tell the story another day or what? Like, I don't understand. So yeah, so I tell him, I'm like, look, I'm in a relationship. I can't. You're very kind. You know, you're not giving me any kind of psycho vibes, even though you're stalking me in the grocery store. But I'm good with the number thing. Like, I'm not gonna give you my number. Now, usually when you tell somebody, no, I'm not gonna give you my number, they leave your ass alone, okay? Unless you're from where I'm from. They don't do that. They do not. They're still persistent. And they're like, come on, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, well, here what? If you buy these groceries, because at this point I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, if he's not going to leave me alone, even though I told him I'm in a relationship and I'm not going to give him my number, let me try this. So I'm like, tell you what, if you buy my groceries, I will give you my number. Wasn't expecting that to work because I figured he would just think this gold digging ass bitch or this broke bitch. Like, I'm thinking he would think like, no, she's not a nice person. She's not a good person. She's trying to sugar daddy me right now. I'm not about to buy this bitch's grocery. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Any man that you tried to tell that you just met to hands up cash out, he's not gonna give you the money. That's what I was thinking. But he was definitely not thinking that. So he did end up buying my groceries for me. He's like, okay, bet, like, deal. And I'm like, okay, that wasn't supposed to work. So I'm kicking myself now because I'm just like, that really was not supposed to work. He's not supposed to buy my groceries for me. And then in this situation, you would turn down the offer because it wasn't supposed to work. But I was like broke, so I was like, you know, I'm finna just let him pay for them anyway and save my little kwati. Because why wouldn't I let him buy the damn groceries? Like, buy them, sir. Sure, you can have my number. If I'm gonna save $50 damn on these groceries, you can have my damn number. How about that? Okay, I could block his number later. I had an iPhone, whatever. So so I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna finish getting what I need to get, and I'll meet you at the damn register. Well, we can meet at register number 2, 3, 4. What you want to do, sir? And he's like, are you serious? And I'm like, dead ass. Like, you want my number? I want these groceries bought. Let's do this fair exchange here. I ain't mad at it. So that's basically what happened. So I went and I got whatever else I needed. It was probably taco night. I feel like anytime I'm at the grocery store, it's taco night. So we just gonna say it's taco night. So I went to go far and get the damn sour cream, because you know you can't have a taco without some sour cream. And then I met him at the register and he dead ass paid for my groceries. I said, okay, Mr. Sir. And so my my intent was to give him Shooter's number, okay? And I figured he would just keep the number in his phone and text Shooter. But he said, I'm gonna call you right now, so you have my number too. And I was like, I was like, well, damn, I really am gonna have to give him my actual number, and I'm gonna have to tell Shooter all about this later. But Shooter will be proud because I saved $50 at the grocery store. So I knew Shooter wouldn't care that much about this whole entire ordeal. because Shooter is Mr. Save It. Shooter is Captain Save a Dollar, okay? So I knew he wouldn't care that much. He's Mr. Shooter is like Mr. Finesse, okay? So basically, if I'm at the grocery store hustling, then it's okay, you know what I mean? He would understand. So you know, that's just the kind of man I have, okay? He's a little ratchet, okay? He's a little rough around the edges. So I knew it wouldn't be a big deal. So I ended up giving the guy my number or whatever. And so he did call me while we're at the register. Like, he made me wait. After he bought the groceries for me, he made me wait at the end where, like, the belt is. He made me wait. That's when I gave him my number. Or that's when we exchanged numbers, because he called my phone and he's like, save my number, it's Dave. I don't remember what the fuck his name was, but he's like, yeah, save my number, it's Dave. I'm gonna call you right now. So I gave him my number, he called my phone. He called me in technically, so he called me first, and then he told me his name, like, while we were standing there, and then he texted me to be like, hey, it's Dave from the grocery store. And I thanked him for buying my groceries, and I went on my merry way. He didn't try to stalk me and walk his ass with me back to my house. He didn't offer me a ride. He didn't know that I... Oh my God. Bruh. Being pregnant is not a game, okay? I'm so tired. He didn't try to, like, he didn't offer me a ride or anything. I didn't need a cab, and he didn't know if I drove or not anyway. So I was just like, okay, nice meeting you, Dave. Thanks for the groceries. See you never. And yeah, when I got home, I told Shooter what happened, and he's like, he just looked at me like I was fucking insane. And that's basically that. He bought my groceries, and I had to block his number because I was just like, I'm in a relationship. I told him that from jump, so he should have known. So basically, I finessed the man out some damn groceries, and now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I kind of feel bad, but at the same time, I told him I had a man, so I was like, what did he want me to do? Text him back and be like, yeah, hey, it's Bo. No, honey. My name is Janet or Susan or somebody. Okay, but it is not Bo, and I don't know you. So, thanks for the groceries yet again. Who told him to buy my damn groceries? He was supposed to decline and say, no, you a stank asshole. Like, that's what he should have done. So it wasn't my fault. So Dave, if you're watching this, I'm so sorry that I blocked your number. I'm sorry. I won't do that again. I'm grown now. I was very young then. And you know, when God places a blessing in your lap, you don't question him. And so I didn't think that when I said to this man, okay, I'll give you my number if you buy my groceries, it was gonna fucking work. I didn't think it was gonna work, but I don't question the Lord. So yeah. This man in the grocery store tried to get my number. So I'm like to the nigga, if you buy my groceries for me, I'll give you my number. And he's like, well, are you gonna tell your man? And I'm like, duh, like, what? And he's like, where can I find me one of you? Do you keep it so G? I'm just like, shut up. Like, I hear the ice cream truck. Anyway, he starts following me around, picking up everything I pick up, asking me if I'm gonna come cook for him. I'm just like, no, like, no, you're gonna buy my groceries, I'll give you my number, and that's the end. If you guys have any similar stories to that, or stories where you finessed somebody out of something, let a bitch know. If you guys do, leave it in the comment section. I'm happy to read comments, you guys know. And yeah, I love you all, and I'll definitely see you in the next one.